evolution of sound.
Beep beep, what's up ninjas? My name is Semrold and today we're going to discuss how to find your own sound. This is the most popular request on this channel, and for good reason, because music is a lot like business. If you want to make it, you want to make a career out of it, you got to bring something new to the table. Now, as a lot of you guys know, I mentor a lot of people, and about 10 of those people have met their goals, maybe getting signed to Spinning Records, getting a track out there, getting a track on Armada, Maximize, maybe getting featured on Mr. Suicide Chief. Whatever it was, I'm really proud of these guys, and they all had the same issue when we were, just doing our sessions, and that's how do I find my own sound? How do I stop sounding like somebody else? This is something that you have to figure out for yourself. However, I hope these tips guide you in the right direction. Tip number one, guys, to find your own sound is to follow your heart, follow your likes and dislikes. And while as cliche as this may seem, let me elaborate on it. There's two ways to sound good in music. Number one is sonically. This is, all your instruments are in key, your mix and masters on point, it sounds loud, it sounds fat. Second way is the musical idea, and this is going to be the idea where it's very subjective. Some people might like it, some people might not, and this is where people don't get confident. You think, oh, but Pad would sound amazing here, but they didn't use it, so I can't use it, and then you lose that confidence, and then you just copy them exactly what they did. This is where you need to be confident about your likes and dislikes, okay? Ever since you've been a kid, you've been on this musical journey from your mom's belly. Maybe she played some classical, some cumbia, in my case, music to you, because scientists say it helps stimulate the child's brain or something. While you were in the car going to the supermarket, your parents listened to maybe Michael Jackson, you liked it or you didn't. When you were in high school, you listened to pop rock, Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, who knows? And now fast forward to today, you've been listening to music, and not everyone is going to be the same as you, where they listen to this, and this in the same order. Everyone's going to have different likes and dislikes and some similarities. But this is what gives you the sound, because when you're making music, all of this influences you. You're maybe the type of guy that likes more emotional melodies, so stick with that. So that's going to be tip number one. Tip number two, move to a new genre. If you've been working on progressive house, your style, for like maybe 4 years, you might be on this formula where you're always like, I always work on the kick first, I always use this kick, I always use this bass. So it can get very formulaic, and easily you can feel like you're not getting anywhere with it. So the moment you move to a new genre, a lot of people go like, oh my God, it's like starting over. But that's a huge mistake. You're not starting over. You already know all the fundamentals of producing. All you're gonna do is start over, in the sense that you might have to learn a couple of things, but then you have this fresh take on it because you come from another genre. And easily you can turn it into your own by just adding a bit of that spice from your old genre. This is a perfect example of what Kirby did. Kirby went from Melbourne Bounce to Future House, and you can see that it worked out pretty well. Tip number three, guys, to find your own sound is to start using presets in a different way. What does this mean? Well, for instance, we have Jaws here, who, as many of you guys know, was making dubstep and then switched over to house, and he incorporated dubstep into house, and that's how bass house was born. And Jaws got big out of it just because he used a wobble or a dubstep bass on a house track, and it worked for him. Added house drums, gave it that groove, and now this new genre emerged. So using presets differently, also a perfect example of this is going to be Bouncy Bob by Martin Garrix, Mesto, and I think Justin Milo was on it. I'm not too sure on that. If you hear that song, it's using the same sounds, the bass from Deep House, the drop lead from Big Room, and it's fused together to make this new style of music that is kind of blowing up with Mike Williams, Justin Milo, and Mesto now. And it all comes from that whole idea of using the presets differently. Just because they were made and you heard it on a song like that doesn't mean that's the way you need to use it. So that's going to be tip number three, guys, is to use your presets differently. Tip number four to find your sound is to stop listening to dance music and listen to your favorite music, maybe rock or pop, or go back to what you used to listen to in high school and see what you liked about it. You never know, you might get inspired by a couple of melodies or a couple of little nice things they did, for instance, in rock, pop, whatever it may be. Check it out, trust me, it's gonna help you out a lot. The last and most important tip of this, guys, is going to be to have fun with it. Don't feel like, you're under stress because you're not going to be creative at all. Just have fun. Stop caring about who's going to listen to this track and just make it because you love it. Trust me, the moment you start having fun making music is the moment that you're gonna start finding your own sound. All right, guys, that's gonna be the end of the video. Which one was your favorite tip of them all? These are kind of the tips I told some of my mentees, and well, yeah, I know they're not kind of like you need to do this and this and this. They help inspire you and they help guide you in a way, and that's what I hope this video does for you guys. If you guys found this video useful, make sure to subscribe if you haven't, leave a comment, hit like, I don't know, whatever you like to do, and I'll see you guys next time, ninjas. Take care and have an amazing day. What?
Look at me, I'm